Okay. On your screens right now outside the parliament, opposition leaders clad in black protesting against the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi as a MP today. On your screens. Let's go over to my colleague Arunima for more context. Arunima, we were speaking right before you to the TMC leader Majid Memon. He said, look, we might have our differences with the Congress, but when it comes to protecting democracy, we stand by the Congress. I just want to ask you, Arunima, how do you look at this? Do you look at this as the opposition finally coming together, sure, but too little too late?
Also I want to point out here that Mamata Banerjee has a lot of respect for Sonia Gandhi and for the Gandhi Parivar. She has come into politics when Rajiv Gandhi was the leader for the Congress party, and therefore, even though she is very upset with the Congress, especially the Bengal unit, more specifically with Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, because of the bipolar results that have happened in West Bengal and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's comments about how TMC is enemy number one, she's upset with the Bengal Congress. But this is a national matter. This is about Rahul Gandhi himself. And given that background, I think Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress have decided that whatever their differences, this calls for a united opposition. And that's why those protest march pictures that we are getting, you see the Trinamool Congress right in the front. Along with Jairam Ramesh, the leaders who are standing are leaders from the Trinamool Congress. So they want to make that point that yes, we might have our differences with the Congress party, but this isn't about one party, this is about democracy. And they have been making this point on the floor of the House as well, wearing masks, wearing black cloths, saying that it's the executive which is not letting the House function, it is the Treasury which is not letting the House function. But today these pictures, carrying the banner of Satyameva Jayate, all the opposition leaders across party, cutting across party, wearing black, walking from gate number 4 towards gate number 12 of Parliament House. This is the road which further leads you towards Vijay Chowk. You have seen protests happening at Vijay Chowk also, where police has deterred these opposition leaders by saying Section 144 has been imposed. But they are making that walk towards Vijay Chowk, making their point that we are here together because this isn't about one leader or one party. This is about democracy being in danger.
Arunima, we're just going to keep an eye right now on those visuals coming in outside the parliament. I'll just point out to our audiences. Arunima, can you tell us, are all the key opposition parties present there right now? We've talked about the TMC and the Congress, but what about the others?
There are about 18, 19 political parties who have joined hands, and they are carrying, the banner of Satyameva Jayate there, saying that, again, there are posters about crony capitalism also alleging that favors have been done to the Adani group. But their essential theme is that democracy is endangered, and that's why most of these political leaders have come together. The notable absentees so far have been the Aam Aadmi Party and the BRS at various separate meetings, but at various other protests, they have come together also. Today with Trinamool Congress also their representatives being part of this protest. I think the opposition is putting up a united front, walking from the Parliament House to Vijay Chowk, making that point once again. The democracy is endangered. They will not be allowed to move any further from this point. Police has repeatedly told them that Section 144. So I think they're going to speak to the press in a short while they sit there on the dharna and make that point of democracy being endangered. The disqualification, even though BJP insists it's the rule of law that is being followed, these opposition leaders insist that this is just another way to stifle the voice of opposition.
I just want to ask you, Arunima, many questions being raised right now on what's being seen as a delay from the Congress camp in terms of pursuing further legal action when it comes to Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. And I just want to ask you, how is the Congress explaining that to its fellow parties in the opposition?
What the Congress party's legal eagles have said is that they need to study that order that has come from the lower court threadbare, and they are preparing their legal rebuttal.
Arunima, just stay with us for a second. Sorry. Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary addressing the media.
बड़ा उदाहरण काला कपड़े होते हैं, शोक जता रहे हैं, आक्रोश जता रहे हैं, विरोध जता रहे हैं।
ये देखिए, ये अधीर रंजन चौधरी थे जो कह रहे थे कि लोकतंत्र में विरोध जताने का ये तरीका है और इसलिए काले कपड़े पहन करके विपक्ष के सांसद विरोध जता रहे हैं। कैमरामैन पंकज तोमर के साथ अरुण सिंह, न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया, दिल्ली।
Okay, let's go back to my colleague Arunma. Arunma, I'm sorry we cut you off earlier. You were explaining to us what the Congress camp is telling other opposition parties.
Yes, so two things that they are pointing out. A, that they are studying the order. The certified copy of the order took about 24 hours to come, and that's why the Lok Sabha disqualification notification also waited for about 24 hours. Once the certified copy was received, this was on Friday, then the process of studying and putting out a rebuttal was begun. But of course, question will be asked that, if you are making such a hue and cry about the disqualification, the rule book is very clear. You have to get a higher court to put a stay on the conviction. The detailed appeal could have waited, but can the top lawyers representing the Congress party, representing Mr. Rahul Gandhi, can they really, move in with an initial plea, asking for a stay on conviction? That is what is being asked again. And BJP is also saying that is this just a strategy to keep harping on democracy being endangered and not following the rule book, not following the law book. So there are attacks on this as well. But the Congress party says that we are waiting to firm up our rebuttal before we approach the High Court.
Arunma, stay with us, please. Arun Singh on the ground. Arun is from News 18 India. He's covering the protest for us. Arun जी, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद. जमीन पर अभी क्या मूड है, आप हमारे दर्शक को बता सकते हैं, प्लीज?
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको तस्वीर दिखाना चाहता हूं. विपक्ष के सांसद काले कपड़े पहन करके संसद भवन से विजय चौक तक मार्च करते हैं. इस वक्त नारेबाजी कर रहे हैं. देखिए, ये जो तस्वीरें हैं जो दिखाई दे रही हैं आपको, ये विपक्ष की एकता के लिए थोड़ा उत्साह बढ़ाने वाली है, क्योंकि आज के मार्च में तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने भी ज्वाइन किया है. आपको बता दें कि इस पूरे सत्र के दौरान तृणमूल कांग्रेस की किसी भी बैठक में नहीं आई थी. फ्लोर लीडर्स की बैठक में वो कांग्रेस के साथ नहीं आती थी, अपोजिशन के नेताओं के साथ नहीं आती थी. लेकिन आज तृणमूल कांग्रेस भी है. काले कपड़े पहन करके ये सांसद विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं और राहुल गांधी को अयोग्य करार दिए जाने के बाद यह प्रदर्शन हो रहा है. और इस प्रदर्शन में जो मुख्य मांग है वो ये है कि अदानी की जेपीसी जांच की मांग है, साथ ही साथ ईडी की कार्रवाई उनके ऊपर होनी चाहिए. जाहिर सी बात है, पॉलिटिकल पोजीशनिंग है कि ईडी जो है वो विपक्ष के नेताओं पर ही सारा कंसंट्रेट करती है, फोकस करती है, रेड करती है. अदानी पर भी रेड होना चाहिए. ये मांग जो है, देखिए, ये जो पोस्टर लगाए गए हैं, जो बैनर है, उस पर ये मांग लिखी हुई है. ये जो फोटो है और जो मोदानी टर्म का एक यूज करना शुरू किया है विपक्ष के सांसदों ने, वो भी यहां पर दिखाई दे रहा है. और अब ये जो सांसद हैं, ये विजय चौक पर धरने पर बैठ गए हैं और पुलिस लगातार इनसे कह रही है कि धारा 144 लागू है. चूंकि संसद का सत्र चल रहा है, इसलिए इकट्ठा नहीं हो सकते. लेकिन ये सांसद काले कपड़े पहनकर विजय चौक पर इस वक्त प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं. और राहुल गांधी को अयोग्य करार दिए जाने के बाद विपक्ष की एकता के लिहाज से ये प्रदर्शन ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि लगभग 18 दल इसमें शामिल हैं. और वो दल भी जो अब तक परहेज करते थे कांग्रेस के सामने खड़े होने से, आम आदमी पार्टी हो या फिर तृणमूल कांग्रेस हो, वो भी यहाँ पर दिखाई दे रहे हैं.
Okay, all right. Arun Singh, उस जानकारी के लिए धन्यवाद. I want to take you now to more reactions coming in. Let's take a very quick look.
कमेटी, उसका अर्थ है कि संसदीय समिति